Hello, Leo, and welcome to your August of 2016 tarot card reading. I'd like to start out by pointing out that I use the top deck in case anybody's curious, and that I get the cards laid out, ready to go before I turn the camera on, and that saves us both some time. Now, the way the cards are laid out, this is how the sign of Leo is going to be meeting the month of August. This is from the first of the month going to the middle of the month. This is from the middle of the month going to the end of the month. These cards are considered advice from the spiritual world, and these cards are the things that will be out of your control. Okay, with that said, Leo, let's see what the month of August is going to be bringing for you. The first card you got is the Knight of Cups, which is a man who's graceful, sensitive, enthusiastic. He has little depth of character. Now, he's going to be around as you go into the month of August. He's going to be playing a part in your life somehow. But your next card is Wealth, which is material prosperity, creativity, gain. And then you've got Power, which is a gain of money and influence, success, skill. So you're starting off the month on a high note, at least financially. It looks like things are really building up for you as you start into the month of August. Financially, things are going to be getting a lot better. Now, from the first going to the middle of the month, you start off with the Ace of Cups, productiveness, beauty, pleasure, happiness. And you're starting off the month on a pretty high note. Your next card is the Emperor, which is a victory, conquest, it's power. And things are really going your way as you start into the month. But then you get cruelty as you go into the middle of the month. Cruelty is despair, it's worry, suffering, lying. So you start off the month on a great note, but then something is going to happen. The floor is going to basically drop out from underneath you. You're going to have some troubles here, because still in the middle of the month, as we're moving towards the end of the month, your next card is Debauch, which is lying, deceit, promises unfulfilled, vanity. So you start off the month on a great note, but these in the middle of the month, you're going to have a lot of problems. There's lying, there's deceit, there's just a lot of conflict in the middle of the month. And we'll see where that comes from in a bit. Now, as we go towards the end of the month, your next cup is love. Your next card, is love, which is harmony, pleasure, it's warm friendship. So you obviously overcome these conflicts because your final card is success. It's success, gain, it's power, influence. So you're starting off on a high note. The middle of the month is bringing a lot of trouble your way. Okay, but you overcome the trouble because you're ending the month on a high note. All right. Let's look at these advice cards real quick. You've got the Three of Swords, which is sorrow, which is forbidden pleasures, deceit, melancholy. Now, forbidden pleasures means you're having a great time here, but you could be doing something that's going to trigger these bad times in the middle of the month. I mean, you could be bringing this on yourself. Now, as an advice card, it's saying you might want to watch out for that. Your next card is failure, which is promises unfulfilled, hopes deceived, disappointment. That's just an advice card. It's probably advising you that here in the middle of the month, whatever is going on, you're going to be very disappointed with it. And then happiness, the Nine of Cups, which is pleasure and happiness, physical well-being. That's an advice card that could be saying, things are going good at the beginning, things are going good at the end. Keep in mind, that even when things are bad, they're going to get better. Now over here we have the things that are out of your control. The Knight of Discs, a man who's patient, he's a good worker, clever, somewhat materialistic. He's kind of like a farmer. He just does his stuff. Because he's going to be out of your control, this might be a person in your life that you rely on at times, but he's going to be out of your control, so you probably won't be able to rely on him during the month of August. Then you have futility, which is an untrustworthy person, an unstable effort. It's striving. Okay, so there's going to be an untrustworthy person, most likely here in these middle of the month cards. This is where all your grief and sorrow is going to come from. And then luxury, which is pleasure mixed with anxiety. It's the seeds of decay in the fruits of pleasure. Okay, so you've got pleasure starting out. Again, it matches with this card. You're having a good time at the end of the month, but you could be sowing your own discord. You could be doing what is going to cause all this hell right here, because you're having a great start to the month, but you could be laying the groundwork for this trouble yourself. So you might really want to watch out for that, Leo. Anyway it goes, you're still ending the month on a high note. So that is your August 2016 tarot card reading. If you enjoyed it, I hope you will subscribe to the channel. That way you'll be notified when next month's readings are posted. Until then, I would like to thank you for watching. This has been Mr. Whoopi.